I just had a long drive. There was no booze involved. And I feel like sampling some liquor, giving you guys a score. Let me introduce you to my friend, Jeremiah. Jeremiah Weed. Okay, so Jeremiah Weed Bourbon Liqueur, bottled by HEU BLEIN. Hubline? Is this Hubline Limited Ltd? I think so. Anyway, Norwalk, Connecticut. 50% alcohol by volume, my friends. That is 100 proof. This thing is dangerous. When I was broke and my wine of choice was a 40, this was my liquor of choice. 750 milliliters. They sell it in fifths. I don't think they really sell it in anything else. Thank God. God, this shit'll kill you. I used to mix it with Pepsi. Like, I don't think it's as good with Coke. I don't know what that's about. Usually I like Coke and Coke products better, but I got Pepsi, put about 16 ounces of Pepsi, and then 4 ounces of this. So, like, 2 cups Pepsi, half a cup of this shit, and I was rocked. Like, at this point, I was renting from this woman at a pool, and she was awesome, and she gave me a wonderful water pipe to use as a display piece, and I used to just lay out by my pool with my good friend Jeremiah. Yeah, that was like the end of my day. Back to the liquor. Super good. Super cheap. I think this was like $15 and it's 100 proof, so that's probably the cheapest 100 proof you're gonna get. I used to know this guy Jeremiah Bixby, which is actually a better name than Jeremiah Weed. He was from the north, but I used to always call him like Jeremiah Bixby. Yeah, he was a total dick, so time to drink this. Jeremiah Weed Bourbon Liqueur. Smells like it'll hurt you. This is one of those ones where you gotta not make the whiskey face. You gotta try really hard. This is my best poker face for like, oh God, that burning. Where are the Tums? Yeah. I bet you can light that shit on fire. I know you can light that shit on fire. It is 100 proof. You can light 80 proof on fire if it's warm enough. So I guess I need to take a couple sips. My first obviously I don't want to. This is a drink for mixing. This is a drink that tastes incredible when you mix it. Like, mixed with Pepsi, those flavors just, it tasted like soda, and then you got drunk. On its own, this is not a fine wine. It's not Maker's Mark. This is not Jim Beam. Like, Jim Beam can be pretty brutal. That's like one of my major drinks, but this is something special. And by special, I mean tough. It tastes like Jack Daniels when it goes in your mouth. And then when it goes through your mouth, it kind of burns you like Jim Beam burns you. And then when it hits your esophagus, you kind of wonder why you were born. Can you handle that? If you can handle that, you're going to be fine. You're going to roll with me. You're going to roll with me when I was like a sophomore in college. If you can't drink this, I will probably think that you're kind of a puss, but at the same time, it sucks. It sucks really hard. Pros versus cons. Pros. High alcohol content. Made in New England. The name has the word weed in it. Those are the pros. Cons. Whiskey face. Whiskey face real hard. I buy it. Like, this is not my first Jeremiah weed since I've been like a real adult. It is always good to have something that's gonna floor you on your ass and doesn't say, Everclear, I'm in college! It's good to have something for when you need to get there. Okay, so I don't think I actually took that second shot yet. Jeremiah weed, you've done it to me again. Second shot. I can do this. Yeah. I'm trying really hard to not make that whiskey face right now. If I were a lesser woman, this is a time where I would have a chaser. But you see what I have on my desk right now is Liqueur and Liqueur. So, if you need a chaser, you need a diaper. If you need a chaser, you need a friend who will stop you from using a chaser. Okay, so my thoughts on that second. Really, it's just the burning. The issue I have is the pain. I'll do it. I mean, it's not the worst pain I've been in my life, but it's probably the second worst pain I've been in my life because of alcohol, not including the time that I coughed straight whiskey up my nose and thought I was gonna die. This is probably number 2, and this isn't an accident. I give it a 4. I would give it a 4 just because you need that one drink where you're going to be hammered. This is it for me, because I like whiskey, and this is 100 proof, and that's fine. You need an excuse to bring your fun sunglasses out once in a while. But for the most part, not a good choice. Unless you like whiskey and need to be hammered really quick and really cheap, there's no reason to buy it. But it is a lot of fun. Who does this? Is this Horatio from CSI? Right? You know that song, Oh Danny Boy? Oh Danny Boy. Yeah, I can't do that for Jeremiah.